Hello, everybody. All right, that was kind of an absurd intro. Maybe I might not know if I'll leave that in. I probably will now that I'm talking about it. I think it's funny. All right, we got a little bit of pre-gym Pink Edition Red Bull. I would say not sponsored, but you already know that. Boom, Rice Krispie treat. Nice 260 calories. 48 grams of carbs. We're gonna hit it hard. My back, I was doing some dragonflies. Flies? I think it's flags because you're making like a flag. I can't remember. Oh my god, that is so good. And I was going really hard, obviously. Really hard. Pull my legs up. The whole 9 yards. I mean, I don't have the best dragon flags or anything. But my last rep, I was going as hard as I could, and I just tingled on my back a little bit, but I just pushed through it. Boom, got the rep up, and then my lower back hurt so bad. I'm like, dang. So I think I pulled a little bit of a pulled muscle in my back. Luckily, I had a day off, both from the gym and work. So I went ahead and, well, it was just the day off from work. So I went ahead and also just took the day off the gym, try and recuperate. Free green arrow, that's what I like to see. Anyway, just finished up with my day's tasks. Now I'm going to the gym. So hopefully, my back was hurting a little bit today. We're gonna make sure to warm up good, and then hopefully we'll, what a wonderful leg workout. Leg workouts are my favorite. Try to carb up a lot, everybody knows that. Got some big legs. Not a lot of dominant leg lifters in the scene right now. So maybe that's my way in. Be the next Jay Cutler. So I did get my blood work done. Everything's good. My testosterone came back. Wow, this guy, no turn signal. Oh, really bad turn signal. It's kind of same problem. You know, there's a no turn signal. Is I couldn't see it until I had to slam on my brake. So blood work back. Got my testosterone back. It was a little past 10. I was worried about it. Came back really low. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I've got too much muscle for it to be that low. We ran it back. 2 weeks later, I went back in, got a test again. Much better. Kind of back and forth if I want to talk about it, but I like being open about all that stuff. I'm natural, completely natural. Just take a lot of supplements that I can. The omega-3s, I take an iron supplement now. That was the only thing a little off of my blood work, a little low on iron, which is crazy because I buy half a cow at a time. But I ran out of cow for about a month, and it really messed me up, I guess. I went in the red just a little bit on my iron. So, threw an iron pill in, I got my next half cow, and I've just been chowing down, so that should be fine. But, anyways, I'll just come out and say my first test came back at 100. Like 133, which is, you know anything about testosterone, the lowest it should be is 300, or maybe it's like 330 for an adult male. But I'm in my 20s, which is the highest your testosterone should ever be. I'm like, that's not right. I hope not. I'll lose my natural status. I'm gonna have to hop on something. But tested me again, came in at a little over 500, so a lot better. Definitely not 1,000 or 700. So it's what it is. But I'm hoping to stay natural as long as possible. Keep getting my blood work done. I like being healthy. The ideal going to the gym is to be as healthy as possible. And say back to the blood work. I think everyone should get their blood work done once a year as a healthy checkup. I mean, I'm as healthy as can be. When I was 19, I got it checked all green. This time I got it checked. My iron was a little in the red. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I thought about it. I didn't eat beef for a month. I was doing like a quick, fast cut. Probably crashed my testosterone too. So even I did 2 weeks, including my vacation, which I think you watch that mukbang video, I ate plenty on my vacation. So recarbed up, refooded up, 2 weeks. I put on about 3-4 pounds. I don't know how much it's actual fat or not. I haven't stepped on the scale. I don't really care. But I don't really care right now. I care, but it's not. My body comp is what matters to me more. I still can see my abs when I wake up. It's not as good as when I was at my peak cut, because then you can see abs all day. But I can see my abs when I wake up, and all the way to the point where I start bloating throughout the day. Then I have to get the good lighting to see my abs, but it's okay. That is okay. Especially right now, I'm trying to put on some muscle. But I think everybody should get their blood work done at least once a year as a healthy checkup. And as a man, ask for your testosterone to get checked. You might have to pay $70. $70, that's it. Most insurances will cover it if you have a good reason. Or you can, or most will cover like half, and then it's like $35. I mean, come on. You want to know. I promise you want to know. Because it changes so many things. Like I said, I was a little over 500. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm happy. I mean, of course, it's not gear levels where I'm in the thousands or high 800s, but whatever. Naturally, about 500. That's good. I'm happy with that. So I'll put it on muscle at a good rate and everything. Again, not the levels of gear, but everybody, I think, should learn how to lift first, because it is so, like, if you go to the gym and start lifting like a power lifter, you're just going to hurt yourself. You know what I mean? If you just start in the gym and you go in and start, it's just not going to work. You go in the gym and hit your 3 sets of 12. Honestly, I think doing that for a few months teaches you everything you need to know about the gym, form-wise and everything. Like, you learn a lot of basics. That first year, of course, some people maybe studied beforehand. Maybe had a really good teacher, maybe a really good coach. Something like that. It's just a little different. But if you're on your own, you're probably going to burn through that first year just learning how to lift, how to eat, how to convince yourself to go to the gym, how to be on a constant schedule. You know what I mean? That second year, you're going to make some really good gains. That third year, you should be good in it. And by that second year, you can start modifying your workouts for what you want. And everybody says sets of 12 is trash, and I think it really depends on if you're lifting for a sport, if you're lifting for muscle, if you're lifting for, like, if you're a boxing guy, I mean, you kind of need to do 25 reps of 15-pound like punches. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to do that. I'm not throwing punches. Crap, I can't fight for anything. I'm all muscle brain, I guess. I mean, I could fight an untrained lifter. You know what I mean? Like, they just started in the gym, or anyone before, like the average guy. Sure, I can knock them out. But I'm talking like an actual boxer fighter. No way. My cardio is trash, so there's just no way I would gas out or get knocked out. They know where to punch. I never really trained it, so maybe one day. I've been thinking about it, been pondering. But then, so I feel like it really depends on what your sport is. I actually hit my abs, only muscle I do this with. I hit a set, 2 sets of 25 to failure, because it's the only muscle in my body that I need to have more endurance. Because when I'm lifting heavy legs, when I'm lifting heavy back, when I'm lifting heavy chest, like bench press, your abs are always engaged. And if they don't have a little more endurance, you're not gonna be able to get as much. And that's what I personally think. But I think I personally hit abs 3 to 4 times a week. Once a week I hit to failure, 25 reps, 2 sets. I think it's a good spot. Of course, do as many reps as you can, but normally I just do body weight for 25. That cooks me. So but yeah, I think everybody should get their blood work done. Keep up on it once a year. The place I go to offers like this app where you can like look at all your old blood work and everything, and I like that. So I can check in on everything. So I think everybody should do that. That'll help. Remember, when you get into the gym, a year of learning isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, you need to learn how to lift first. If you go in watching a Sam Sulek video, well, I guess watching my video, I don't know if that's going to be happening just yet, but I hope. Watching some of my lifting videos, I'm trying to get more gym content. That's what everybody's suggesting. So, more gym content. I'm trying. It's just, I don't want to get people in my shots or anything, so I'm trying to always get shots when I'm by myself. But, okay. Year, you got to learn how to eat properly, carb load properly, everything, and you have to learn how to train. If you got to do some 2 sets of 12 during that time, so you're not you're not hurting yourself, that's fine. Do sets of 8, do sets of 10. I hate sets of 10, but I feel like 12. If I'm going for 12 plus, it's for an endurance reason. 8 or lower, it's normally for a strength reason. That's ideal. But anyways, I feel like you got to learn a little bit about yourself and like how to lift. Very important before you jump right into things. I know I'm just repeating myself, but like I want to make sure it's very clear that everyone's like, well, I've been lifting 3 years. I don't look like this guy. Okay, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, most people cut a year off. That's what they don't tell you, right? They cut a year off, or they don't tell you they're on something. Okay. Natural, learning by yourself. Shit. Year 4 or 5, you're going to be looking real good. 5, 6 years in, then you'll be starting to look real good, like you've been going to the gym. I mean, there's guys in here that have been going since they were in high school. 15 years. They look good. Big, jacked, buff guys. Because they've been lifting for so long, they know how to lift, right? And objectively, if you take them back 10 years, they probably only put on that much size. Because your body does cap out at some point without gear. But not saying they're not using, not saying they are. I have no idea. I haven't asked them. I kind of I leave that alone. That's like their own personal business. So, but yeah, I think you got to learn how to lift. You got to learn how to go consistently to the gym. You have to learn how to consistently eat properly and everything. I probably burned up. Crap. I lifted some in middle school. I lifted some in high school. Probably that last year of high school. Well, 2 years of high school probably actually did something for me. And then I spent a year in a deficit, which you can't gain a whole lot of muscle on a deficit. So, on a deep deficit like I was in, no, I was getting this fat off. So, realistically, I've been lifting for a while, like what, 5, 6 years, technically, by technicality, with gap periods in there and everything, or not very consistent, so like that. Consistently lifting, I'm coming up on year 2 now, and I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to put on some size. I feel good. I got a consistent schedule. I mean, I'm sitting outside, gym rodding, talking to my phone for my video, but, you know, it's all right. I'm about to finish up this rice cake. Probably play on my phone a little bit, finish my drink. Now I'm going to hit the gym. Try to get some content inside for you guys.
I went ahead and just added music over this portion. I hope you enjoy it. I would talk like normal, but I talk all about it at the end, so hopefully you enjoy it.
What
My back still definitely hurts. But we're good. No, not hurt bad, but like, that was rough. That was like just close enough where I would have stopped if it was any worse, so. Good gym. That was a good gym workout. I gotta switch my shoes over to my running shoes. Ugh. But yeah, good workout. I hit legs today. For some reason in my genius plan of recording, I forgot to record any of my leg workouts. So I did get my last few workouts in there, some extensions, which you just saw, like some back extensions and some crunches. So that's pretty nice, at least. I should have done a better flexing video. I just thought of that. Well, guys, I'm throwing today. I am throwing today. It's all right. We'll put this video together. Should still come out pretty good, I think. I think the second one was better than the first, and then the third was a little different. But I think this video will come out editing wise better. I meant to get a lot more gym content, but it's kind of hard sometimes with like everything. As you can see, I don't know if it's in frame. Grab, take my trash in to throw away. It's okay, I'll take. Sometimes I take my trash in, sometimes I don't, because obviously I'm at the gym. Bringing in all my trash is kind of rude, but it's all right. Okay. I'm thinking tonight, I did get my half cow. I think I said that. We're gonna have some New York steak. Big fan of New York steak. I think everybody should get their, make sure to get your fats in through avocado. If you eat a lot of lean meat, throw an avocado toast in there, you know what I mean? That is so hot. Wow. It's kind of good though. Like, it's so hot it almost tastes like a warm drink. Wow. I didn't even warmed up anymore, but it's pretty good. And like a weird hot water, like how like coffee, black coffee is really good just because it's like hot with a little bit of flavor. It's pretty, that's just watered down body armor. Okay, anyways, get your fats in. I personally like getting mine in through means of like steak. I like steak. I do love avocado, but getting fresh avocado in my house makes me really mad because I buy like a whole bag, and by the time they're all ripe, I can't eat all of them. So every time at least one goes bad. So I either have to find them ripe at the store. Should pull up a little bit more. Be good. I need to buy them ripe right then and there and eat them, or I gotta wait for them to ripen, and it's a whole thing. So I like getting my fat through steak. Love steak, love fatty steak. I try to make my ground beef very lean through boiling it. Sounds weird. When you cook it, I guess it is boiling, but you cook it in water to cook off a bunch of fat. You pour the fat out, and then you pour as much as possible. And you get the point. Get as much fat off it as possible. But yeah, I always do that for my ground beef because that's for my main protein meals. I do a lot of promise I wasn't picking my nose. My nose was itchy. I do like meals that are 100 grams of protein, roughly. And I take those to work so I can eat it while I'm at work for lunch or nibble a little bit for my breakfast, whatever. Then I normally eat some fruit and a few things at work just to get so half my protein's down and I can get a good amount of carbs before I even get to the gym. So it's a nice little method. And then I like having a big old dinner. That's gonna be. You ever have those moments where it's either slam on your brakes or go through? And I know technically you're supposed to go through because it's safer than slamming on your brakes. But like I feel bad, you know. Like I know it's about to turn red, but I'm through it before it turned red. Like I only like it was boom, the light's right above my head. It turns red. I know it did, but I'm like, well, you know what I mean? I could have slammed on my brakes, but that's dangerous. Don't slam on your brakes. I made it through. I like getting my fat through steak. That's what I was trying to say. I try to make my lunch at work low calorie as possible, high protein, so I have more calories to work with. So I eat chicken, fish, stuff like that for half of my protein or whatever. I try to always hit 190 to 210 because I'm right around that range all the time, body weight wise. I don't like coming back to this. Okay, I'm drinking. How thirsty you gotta be, right? Pretty thirsty. Pretty thirsty. Make sure you get your fats in. I think it's like 0.3 times your body weight. That's how much fat you need or something. Just get like, it's like, for most people, like an average human, I think it's like 30 to 50 grams of fat. It isn't hard, especially with how they engineer food nowadays. Fat's in everything. I don't know if you've seen the study about like why they put fat in everything, but like when you think about carbs, like fruit, right? Fruit and oats and this and that, all these main natural carbs don't have any fat. Okay, well, you can eat fatty food like avocado and nuts and stuff, don't have a lot of carbs. Okay, or it has a lot of dietary fiber, so it ends up being mostly fat. Okay, but the only thing in nature that has both carbs and fat is milk. Okay, think about that for a minute. So the best thing, sorry, someone was like riding a bike and I had to, anyways. So the best thing in nature, in your brain, so it thinks pinnacle of all pinnacle of nutrition is something with fat and carbs, which is like milk from, oh man, I'm trying to turn, dude. This motherfucker don't even care. I got to turn too, but they just driving down the other road. They didn't even care. Okay, well, see, I should have now, because now I'm going to be waiting. Anyways, they got a green arrow and everything. Anyways, it's milk. So, okay, you think about it. They started making donuts. Okay, they got fat and carbs. They make cookies, fat and carbs. They make all the sugary junk and like just overall carbs, slop, chips, stuff like that, all have fat and carbs. So then you eat it and your body thinks, wow, this is amazing. I'm getting everything I need in one shotgun blast. And that's why also being healthy is hard for people, because they'll be eating their food and they'll be like, wow, now I'm really constipated. You didn't get enough fiber. Okay, you're eating only healthy food. Your healthy food, you got to eat a big variety of food to make sure you get everything you need. So I normally opt for like wheat tortillas or keto bread, something like that, for my fiber.
That's how I like to do it. I mean, it just works. You take a supplement, or I think they like fruit peels, really high in fiber. So you can do it that way too. Blend it up in your smoothie. It doesn't taste bad from what I've heard. You gotta try it. I heard you can take like a huge watermelon, that if you cut it, take all the rind, blend it up, and freeze it with a little bit of watermelon juice. Because you have extra, right, when you're done. And then there's water on the lining of the white part that you left out. So you pour in the excess juice in your container, or like you cut watermelon, and then you freeze those little cubes, and you put those in your smoothies, and it ups the fiber a lot. And you don't really notice it. So something to try if you need more fiber. Anyways, you got to get your fats and your carbs and your protein. I think I was talking about earlier in this video, it takes a long time to get that down properly. Even now, I thought I had everything. Boom! I was eating wheat tortillas for my fiber, keto bread for my fiber. Check. No, I eat 2 pounds of meat almost every day. Check. Got my protein. 200 grams. Almost always 200 grams. Sometimes it's 190. I've had a few times where it's like 185. I'll throw in a Greek yogurt. I love me some Greek yogurt. Sometimes I'll eat 1.5 pounds and then I'll eat some Greek yogurt. On top of that, to just finish off my protein. Or if I'm still starving, give me a Greek yogurt, you know? You got to get it all. Very important. As a natural especially. But imagine you skip straight to gear, right? You start taking steroids. But you don't know how to work out. You don't know how to eat properly. And you can barely convince yourself to go to the gym. Okay, so now you just cut out so much. You have to hope you're a hyper responder to get any gains from it. You will get gains. Even just sitting at home on your couch eating like junk. Just eating junk, you'll still get gains because of the gear and everything. But it's because your body thinks its natural level of muscle is higher than it's supposed to be, because your testosterone's higher than it's supposed to be. So it adjusts, right? You stop taking it, you're just going to lose it. You can actually use gear to get all the way to your natural maximum, and then past it, when you stop taking them, you'll deflate a little bit, and then you'll see what your natural peak is. Some people do that. Personally, I would like to take the time to meet my natural peak first before I consider anything. Because like, even that, like I messed up and forgot, okay, I wasn't eating any greens for iron and stuff like that, because I had my multivitamin and my stuff like all my vitamins, so I was like, I'm good. Didn't have enough iron. I stopped eating cow for half a month. I normally eat so much cow liver, and cow organs, and like I eat so much cow because I buy half a cow at a time and then get it butchered, right? So I never thought about it. Didn't eat cow for a month while my next cow was getting prepared. And you gotta like order it 3 or 4 months out. So I was like, oh, whatever, I'll use it as a good time to cut. So my body didn't have enough iron. It was in a deficit. It crashed my hormones. That's what I was talking about earlier too. I went and got my blood work checked. I'm almost positive this is what happened. My iron was low, my calories were low. Of course, life is stressful, work and everything. So my stress was high, and I didn't get a lot of sleep that night because I had a really early shift, was busy till late, which is a bunch of not ideals stacked on me. Boom, 130. I'm like, whoa. I mean, that's horrible. But got my stuff back in line, got my cow in, got my supplement, my iron supplement, started taking that, started eating more calories and carbs to buff myself up a little bit, puff myself up, make sure I was okay, nothing was wrong with me, I needed to make sure. So I went back into my 2-week checkup. We're good, like I said earlier, it was like, I think it was 556, maybe it was 546, 556. I'd have to pull it up. But I might throw up the pictures. I'm not sure, and it's kind of private, but it just says exactly what I just said. So, but if that ever happens to you, you can do the same thing. Your body sometimes will use your calories differently while it's trying to repair and fix yourself up than making your hormones. And if you don't have enough fats and stuff like that, and I wasn't eating my fatty steak, okay, I wasn't eating a supplement for fat. So that's really 5 things playing against me there. Really crashed my natural test. Not ideal. I've been taking Turkesterone, which is an oral, over-the-counter plant steroid. Okay, just to try it. It was one of those gimmicks like a while back. I took it for a while now. I was worried it could have been that crashing my testosterone, but I don't think it was, because now we're good. I don't know if it works. Most people just report that you pee it out or it's a placebo, which it probably is, because it's not a human steroid, it's a plant steroid. Just something to waste money on, I guess. But we're going to switch over from that to some natural testosterone support boosters junk. Like what is it, boron? I'm going to try that. And I think some people say CMOS and this other CHI something one. So I might switch that out for those, because it costs about the same for like 2 of the bottles than it does for that. Like, whoa, what am I doing? These are at least confirmed to help a little bit. I was doing some research on someone that said they get their blood work checked very frequently. Said it boosted their testosterone by about 50, which isn't crazy, but we're talking about an over-the-counter natural health boosting support testosterone booster. Doesn't, like, all it's doing is helping your body. It's like eating properly, you know what I mean? It's just something you don't naturally get in abundance, so you're making sure your body gets it properly. There you go, boosted by 50. If I boost mine by 50, I could be in the 600 range, you know what I mean? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So look into that. Ooh, the natty gains. I don't know how that looks like on the camera when it flex like that. Probably pretty stupid. I'll leave it in. Either it looks good or you can have a good laugh at it. I don't care which. But you got to get your nutrition on point, your lifts on point, and all that. And then you can take gear and still not be a hyper responder. You could be a really poor responder and then it doesn't do anything. So I think everyone should take the time to really learn the gym before they start doing everything extra, all the extra steroids and stuff. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, you have a great day, guys.
Bro, it's all fake metal.
Gotta make sure my microphone works. Doing a quick little video.